My ladies, you've got to join me on the Body Breakthrough Club. What is that? That is my private Facebook group just for you. It's where we get together as like-minded women that want to have a breakthrough with our bodies. Hello. So it's where we lose our belly, not our mind. I'll say that again. We lose our belly, not our mind, but we master our mind to lose our belly. So in the Body Breakthrough Club, you'll find me there. I post all my tips and tricks, some nourishing foods that you're going to want to eat. I've got supplements that you're going to want to take. I've got tips and tricks on some things that I do behind the scenes that I don't tell just everybody. So go in there, join us at the Body Breakthrough Club on Facebook. It's private. I do have to approve you, but it's a lot of fun. We're building it strong, and all my goodies will be in there. Some of the exercises are there. Some of our past 5-day challenges are in there. So don't miss out. Just join us. It's free. You can meet some friends. There's a lot of networking. I found a lot of the women in there have done business with each other. So you can network, sell, get your message out, and also learn a thing or two. So join me there. Body Breakthrough Club. Be strong, be fierce, and what? Be you. Boom. Have I got a gift for you? Ladies, please, if you are ready to make 2021 your breakthrough year, especially in your health and fitness, you've got to jump on a call with me. It is what? It's free. It's free for you. If you're listening to this right now, it's a $500 value. I give you 30 minutes of my time where I want to find out where you are, especially in your health. All right? I'm here to make health a habit and have your body breakthrough. I've got challenges and all kinds of stuff that's included. But get on the call with me so we can dive deep on where you are now and really find out where you want to be. Kind of get rid of some of those limiting beliefs, and you can realize that you deserve this. You are enough. It's your time. Okay, let's put yourself first. God first, and then you, right? Let's prioritize this. Let's do it together. You have me. I've gotten results for women all over the world, and it's time to get results for you. To get scheduled for your call with me, that is free. Go to my website, please, laurenpowers.com. It's right there on the front page. Just fill it in and it will book you, and I give you 30 minutes of my undivided time and go deep with you. So let's do this together. Be strong, be fierce, and be you. Boom. Boom! Be strong, be fierce, and be you. Welcome to another episode of the Power Hour. I'm your host, your fierce, fabulous, faith-filled female Lauren Powers. We call myself the Faith and Fitness Queen. How's my crown? Anyways, I'm so happy to be back here. We missed last week, but we are back full force. I've had a couple weeks. As you know, I like to open up the show with just some highlights of what I've been doing, kind of catch you guys up to what's rocking and rolling. The latest thing I just did was I went to the Vid Summit. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but that is a huge event with all the YouTube creators, the ones that are getting like millions and millions of hits like every hour. Like Mr. Beast gets like 14 million hits in an hour, some crazy thing. But there were speakers, there was 3 or 4 going on at the same time. There was vendors, sponsors. It was a 3-day thing. I got to go with my new coach who She is the coach of the promoter of the whole thing. And you know what? It's so exciting. What happened is that his name is Daryl, and he is the promoter of that, The Chosen, that whole story about Jesus on YouTube. If you guys haven't seen it, you might want to check it out. It's called The Chosen. Anyways, he is the promoter, Daryl, who actually was a promoter of the whole summit where I was at live, and 1,000 people that were there too. Let me just get straight. We all had to do COVID tests. I mean, it was a big production. Anyways, I was excited to be there, VIP. But was really more exciting is that, talk about it, having someone in the audience, you just never know. A gentleman walked up, didn't even know Daryl or anything, and said, "I'd like to donate to your project that you're doing on YouTube." I gave him a check, you guys, for $25 million. $25 million. Boom. I mean, it was just so amazing. It was epic. It was live in front of 1,000 people. And this guy was obviously a major Christian, had, strong in his faith, and just talk about tithing. Anyways, that was real exciting to be part of that. And so that was last weekend. And I wanted to thank StreamYard, which was the platform we're streaming on right now. Yay. They were one of the exposers. Raleigh, this shirt is for you too, by the way. And I also, if you guys put in the comments and chat that you like what you see and that you want to hashtag love StreamYard, we're doing another giveaway, and you're going to win a StreamYard t-shirt and their mascot, Puddles. This is Puddles the duck on StreamYard. We love StreamYard. I did a big testimonial, and they're going to be one of my sponsors because obviously you guys are watching from StreamYard now. This is where we broadcast our show. Actually, well, it's not on StreamYard. It's on Facebook and YouTube. However, StreamYard is our platform, and here's Puddles. I just love him. So if you guys hashtag love StreamYard in the comments when you're watching this, whether it's live or on the replay, we are going to pick a winner, and StreamYard is going to personally send you out a t-shirt and Puddles. There you go. Thanks, Raleigh. So that's exciting. And so they're also going to be one of my new sponsors. So you guys, when you want to network and go out, make sure you go there with intention. And I was there to meet the sponsors and the vendors and see if I can collaborate with them. And I did. I got that sponsor and another one I'm going to talk about next week because it's some famous banana chip. It was so good. I have boxes of it. But anyways, that was what happened there on that weekend. But just 2 days ago, I had the opportunity to have a little balance from work. I'm so busy, broadcasting, doing things, elevating my business and figuring out how to brand other people, and just got so much going on. But you guys, I'm here to tell you it's important to have fun while you're doing this. And if you're a professional and entrepreneur, it's endless hours. I don't think I've ever worked so hard in my life doing this on my own. But now I have a team. Don't forget, we have to have a team and a tribe, which we're going to talk about in just a little bit. But I had the opportunity to literally jump in the water with thousands of dolphins. There we go. Yes, look at that. And do my wakeboarding, which I love. I haven't done this since before COVID. And you can see I kind of like it. I get a little bit crazy out there. But to actually be in the water with nature, and that was in the middle of the ocean, you guys. And we literally were in a pod of dolphins. I don't know if we have the video, Raleigh, to share with these, because it's such a neat thing. Just to really be humble and vulnerable and just connect with Earth and Mother Nature. We're experiencing a big oil spill right now. This is current events that shut down the big air show. I live in Orange County, and it's in Huntington Beach, where I'm from. This annual big event. Now all the animals, and I don't know, it's a really big deal. I haven't watched the news this morning, but it's a big deal. But just to be out there, I hope they don't hurt the dolphins. And I know so many fish are affected by it. But do we have the video, Raleigh? Because that was so cool. I just would love to share with our viewers some of the real, swimming and being with the dolphins. If not, that's cool. But anyways, of course, you guys, with the Power Hour with your Faith and Fitness Queen, I have special guests every week. As you guys know, we go live on Facebook and YouTube. And all my friends come on here one at a time every Monday at noon Pacific. And this time is like no other. Talking about swimming with dolphins and wakeboarding with dolphins and being magical, just having those moments of magic and just making memories and just living life to the fullest. My friend Rochelle is in the green room. We're going to bring her up to the studio. Let's bring her and give her a hand.
When I was a little girl, I had a lot of darkness that surrounded me. I created a lot of fear and isolation and loneliness. As I was growing, I discovered my light, which helped me to eliminate my fear, and I was able to see and connect to others in a different way. It actually helped me to discover my greatness. That's what we want here at the Bug Hub. We want to help kids to live in their light and not have to go to the fear and darkness that I've discovered, and maybe you have too. But we want a place where they understand their unique abilities and live life to the fullest. I believe that we can create this together, a world that works for all.
Yes, and there she is.
Thank you.
Round of applause. It's Rochelle live, you guys, who produces the Bug Hub TV. That is so cute. And I remember the first time I saw it, I was like crying. With all these powerful women, right? And I'm crying. I was so touched by what you're doing. It's just so powerful.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Let's talk about it. Like, you know, how's it transpired? And I know you wanted to get into from the light.
First of all, I'd like to share that when you say that you're faithful, fabulous, the fitness, and you're fun.
Yes.
Because, you know, those are all the things that we need to think about as we're growing as really servant leaders. And that's what I really admire about you, Lauren, and your adventure, and that you challenge us all no matter what, right? That no matter how many times we fall down, we keep helping each other back up. Right. And we keep trying to say, let's stay the course. But I really believe that if maybe we would have had better role models as little kids, and that's what I'm choosing for us now, is that with the world, we could say it's dark and gloomy. And even on homecoming with Saturday night at my own high school, there was a shooting. And I live 15 minutes from there. And they're kids, 15. And the kids that I serve here basically have two gangs. But I knew there had to be someone that we can make a little shift, because it's just a little shift from me to we. And that's what the Bug Hub is about. It's really about, I have several books written about a lightning bug that she doesn't know she shines and she doesn't know she flies. And so what she does is she goes on a journey because she just knows she's called to more. And when I was going through a massive, very abusive time in my life, because I didn't get help, all your viewers, if you're having issues, get help. Because in between one relationship to another relationship, I went from one abuser to a bigger abuser. And so, but I was like asking God, I kept getting these degrees and certifications and doing all these things, but I didn't work on my brain. When you think about your belly and your brain, it's like, it's for all things. And so we have to know us. And so the lightning bug goes out to find herself because she knows she's called to more. And in her little struggles, she's trying to be like an earthworm, and she's trying to dig in dirt, and she knows she doesn't eat dirt. So basically at the end, she's on this pedal, and she remembers this Rosita, the rose, saying, "Don't worry, Shelley, it's inside." And just then she lost her balance. And when she lost her balance, she discovered she had wings. And once she knew her light, she could fly. And when she looked down below, she saw her light reflecting. And the Bug Hub is a place where Shelley is learning things along the way. And it's a higher power. And the truth is, Shelley represents my 5-year-old little girl. And Starwind is the magical being of light. And she's able to come down when Shelley calls. And I want to encourage all of us to know that higher self is within. But what we do is when we get struggling, we have such discord and disharmony, is what we do, we go to our lower self. And in that space, we can't be who God's created us to be. And Lauren, I love your platform, because for me, without that foundation, we all need that foundation. It could be that you believe in you, be you. It could be that we are a tribe, right? But it also could be that there's a higher power in whatever it is that lifts you up, because so much of life is in resistance, in struggle, But when I work with my clients, I always say, please set your thermostat. Don't be a thermometer. Don't go up and down with your external things. And I'm a holistic health coach by trade, a nurse. Okay. And basically what I know is that if we don't have that good foundation, we don't really make good decisions because we have cracks. And then through that, with the Bug Hub, we're inviting everyone. I love the Bug Hub because there's no gender, there's no color, there's no hierarchy. There's just a higher being of light that comes in when we need each other. But what it does, Lauren, is it's to help us to unpack our gifts, each of you, to see into you and know your greatness and what God created you to be. And I understand that my niche is this big, it's this big, but it's a great niche.
Yes.
But together, it's one light to two light to a community light to a world of light. And my belief is that if we as a community, as a world, start respecting each other as brothers and sisters, yes, in the one love, the one world, there's enough. If we share, it's just a little bit, and that we all work together in whatever that gift is. And I can't be you. Goodness gracious, I'd like to ride the waves like you. I would like to do it. But I might be able to go like this. Yes. But it's like figuring out where my adventure is, right? Mm-hmm. But then I can look at you and stretch myself. And I'm looking at you, talking to the people of the world every week on the Power Hour. I mean, what a concept. Because if we can get that power all together, yes, what would the world look like? And that's what I'm all about. It's all about helping kids and people, because it's all about my adult books are called Reignite Your Inner Light, because I thought mine was diminished at times. But the truth is, it was still there. I just had to have the consciousness and work on my subconscious pattern to say, what you say about me is none of my business.
That's right. Absolutely.
I have to tap into my God. I have to report to him at the end of my day. Amen. It's like it is. And you know what? Some people don't like me. I'm shocked. I can't imagine. And I said, if you knew me, I'm a great playmate. But it's just like, you know what? It's okay. Because like I was just sharing with Raleigh that when I sat down next to you, well, first of all, when I met you at the Platinum Group in Dallas, right, and you had the opportunity to represent your group, no surprise. But yeah, you got up.
I won the speaker spot. That's right.
Oh yeah, you got the speaker spot, and that was she won the speaker spot.
That's right.
And so, but when she got up, she was really talking about we can't just go and learn about the widgets and the social medias and this and that without our vehicle being strong. That's right. We have nothing. And then the next thing you talked about was our mind. Is how do we keep that mind? So you were always lifting it up, and you were encouraging us to take care of our physical being, right, because that is the vehicle for how we share our spirit. And you just came alive. And I was like, ooh, I want some of that. And then I made sure that we hooked up at the next event.
Yes.
And I am in awe of all the things that you're creating. But what it does, my sister, is stretch me. And I too know there's a bigger platform, because with us speaking out through the lessons we've learned, maybe someone in your audience will have the courage to step out.
That's right.
Because the only way we can really change is to stretch those boundaries. I always say, if you're doing the same thing every day, it's creating a rut. And the rut in 6 months, a year, or 2 years, it's called a grave. Oh. So it's up to you. If you want to stay in your rut. And by the way, in our mind is our habits, our ruts in our brain. And what happens when we're creating a new habit, we're building a new rut in our brain. And this is true. This is the physiology of your brain. But it's so much easier to flip back into the deeper groove. Until we keep this groove as the new pattern, so it's just staying the course. Maybe you'd like to say a thing or two.
You're so cute. No, I'm letting you roll, baby. I love it. I'm just listening. No, I'm taking it. People get to hear me all the time, so that's why I love this. The whole premise of the show, Rochelle, and I'm glad you mentioned that you love it, that it comes on every week, because it is important for you to shine and you to express and share with the world your message and your light, if you will, and your faith, and how you've overcome struggling and work through some of these things. Everybody has a story, right? So we use
everyone does.
So we use our message to become our message, and I just love that. I love listening because this is unscripted. We don't talk about it. I have no idea what you're going to share. You know what I mean? There's no questions. I mean, I just go. People know that about me. I'm very transparent. I love to be authentic. Come from the heart. Of course, I think that's why we connected immediately. You saw my heart on stage, and that's just how. I don't know any different. To be you, there you go. Because it's too much work to be someone else.
Right.
Right.
Another thing is, it's really important, as we were discussing, is who are those people that can see you? Because I see your essence, and your essence is bright and beautiful and transformational. And we have to be able to sometimes speak into other people's lives and reflect back our light to your light so that you can see.
Shine brighter.
Shine brighter. And the thing about life is, goodness, when we have really bad, sucky days, and we all have them, who do you reach out to say, hey, Lauren, gosh, this is happening and life is not fair. And you know what? It's not. But
I'm calling you.
At the end of you call me. I got you, girl. I got you. That is what it is, though. It's really about saying, God isn't finished with me yet. There's a couple times I should have been dead, and I didn't die. So here I am.
That's right.
Then I say, just like with the books, it's like it was a platform I got to take in books into. I got to go to Malaysia and Thailand and some orphanages that were awesome and just awesome to be able to share and read. But mostly, I want to take all the kids home with me. I want to take all the animals home with me. But it's like, how is it that we can help others to be empowered to help another one to lift as they climb? And so we're in better places to take care of ourselves, to make sure that we're able to use our voice and really spread the message of light and possibilities. I mean, to me, the saddest people that have no hope. And it's like, if you are still breathing and you are still listening to us right this minute, it's because it's magical. I expect miracles. God uses this every day to create them. We are co-creators on this earth plane. And people will not know Jesus. They will not know the Spirit if we don't live in that space. Because there's so many people. I'm pretty sure, first of all, Jesus and I'd be super cool because there weren't a lot of rules. Man made a lot of rules.
Yes.
And another thing that I always think about is if you really do love God, there doesn't have to be too many rules, because you know what? We will do it because we know our expectations, ourselves. But it's very important that we find other people of like mind, because it gets very confusing. Because when things are coming at you all the time, it's like, how do we keep our center? And each of us need to understand how we do that. And maybe it's music for some, maybe it's breathing for some, maybe it's just taking a nice walk, talking to your dog. I mean, but for you, you have to understand what recharges you. You have to know. And the people that are around you, are the energies lifting you up, or are they taking you down?
That's right.
So be very conscious of your environments. And in order for things to change, I must change. That's something that I tell myself all the time, because we can pray our little butts off. But until I see it differently or love you where you're at, and another big thing I learned, I paid for therapy for this one. Some days you have to love people from a distance. And it's okay, because love never ends. Love never ends when you really love people. But again, is it the best and highest good? Every day before I put my feet on the ground, I always ask God, please, God, help me to my highest good so that I can serve you to your highest good.
Perfect.
And some days it's easy, right? Because it's fun, you get to do cool things. And some days it's a struggle. And you have to remind yourself, and in those moments, that's really about stepping back and being an observer. Because what happens is our energies, we're very energetic because there's no separation between you and me. There's no separation. So if you're taking me in, you could be taking me down. And so what we want to make sure is that we're very aware of our space. And some days you just got to take one step back, take a deep breath, and then see from a higher level. Because are you playing a game that you can't win? Always, I raise my kids. You have to always look to the very end and say, is that where I'm going? And the thing is, I definitely understands. I used to have like a list I was going to ask God as soon as I got there because I was pissed. Blah, 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 blah. But you know what the truth is? I'm good now. I have forgiven, and it's as if God needed forgiven, right, too, because I forgave him, too, because why? But then I even felt like, we chose this path, sweetie. We chose this stuff. And all I can think is we must have needed to be in an accelerated school is what I guess. But right. It's like, that's what we're doing. So we're on the accelerated path. And the good news is I feel like our vibrations have gone higher so we can see it differently. And we don't have to be in the pain. You know, we don't have to be in the pain every day. Because
not at all.
Stuff happens, right? It just happens. And we just have to realize what part I play. And are you going to say, because I need peace. I don't want drama, don't need drama. I want to really, if I have 30 or 40 years left here, I want to be very clear and very focused on my call. And you know what else the truth is? When I was doing the books and things, I kept doing more and more and more and doing like more workbooks and things because I didn't feel like I was enough. Like, when are you ready? When are you ready? And when I decided it was time, because the foundation, my foundation is called Tummies, Minds, and Spirits. And we take care of kids in Wayne Township in Indianapolis, Indiana. But we also, and they're just resource poor kids. And then in Cape Town, South Africa, I have another group of kids I take care of. And then we figure out what the needs are. Like this weekend, I had someone call my foundation, me. I earn the money, I do the programs, and so I'm trying to figure out how to be a better steward of the money and figure it out, because I've created a just-in-time God. What I can tell you, Lauren, is I've got to do everything all over the world, but just in time. So I'm working now on some of the sustainability. That's why I developed the Bug Hub, because the Bug Hub just says these types of shows, they can speak for you. They can expand your light, and it can be very, very good, like a pebble. It can be like when you throw a pebble into the lake and it just ripples. Yes. You're rippling. And then because of your grace, you're allowing me to ripple. Because it's like, you know what? We can help. The people that are ready to hear what we need to say are on here, and they're going to hear the repeats. And how blessed are we? How blessed are we? And that's what I've really lived my life now, is to say, okay, I must be ready to be big or stay home.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah, you just put it out there and you have to step out. And I think that's part of it. What you're saying too is just take some risk and know that you are enough, you are worthy, and to step into your greatness, your gifts from God, whatever it is. Yours is different than mine. Mine's different than the next person, but we all have them. And I think that we realize that and are grateful for that and utilize what we've been given. Mine is, just to keep going. I just keep going, and keep putting it out there, whether there's one person or 1 million, it doesn't matter. It's all the same, really. And we just, like you said, I love the pebble effect, because that's so true.
It's the ripple, right?
Yeah, we just start affecting people, and we're both light beams. You saw mine, I saw yours, we connected, and now we're brighter than the show. You know what I mean? If we didn't connect and you didn't ask and we didn't connect and you didn't step out, and and either approach me. You know, sometimes people get scared or they get intimidated,
Right.
threatened, and they want to compete.
Hey, I love hot, beautiful, strong. Okay, it's
Yeah,
like I'm going to be like something like you.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. But you know, like you said, people judge you, and not everybody likes you. And if we allow that to come in, it could take us down. Like you said, if we let those people bring us down, it could happen very easily. And I've lived my whole life outside the box and daring to be different. I have a whole talk on just, you know, why fit in when you're born to stand out and these kind of things.
Right.
And I walk around with 15-inch biceps. Hello, I stand out.
Right.
I walk in a room, you know, I'm there, whether you like it or not, you want to judge me, whatever. I can't care. And the moment I start caring, the moment my light dims, and I'm there to
God created you to be this.
Right.
And so it's, you know what, you're living more into you.
Right.
But I think as women, is that one of the books I'm writing right now is, and it's been on the back burner, is about living our life in the leftovers. A lot of us choose to live in the leftovers. And so, you know what, ladies, it's not this. We weren't created.
We're the entree, baby. We're not
Amen. That's what I'm talking about.
We're the main course. Yeah, no leftovers.
And another thing that I think is really key for all of us to think about, because right now it seems to be we make everything right or wrong. And the bottom line is it's not about right or wrong. It's about how do we work in harmony, which means not necessarily discord. And sometimes we'll have discord. But I'm a big one to say we live above the line. We have to live in responsibility. We can't blame, shame, and justify. And that's below the line. And all of us need to take time to think about how are we showing up? What are we, and what's coming out of our mouth? Because I've even said that where, and not that I'm proud of it, but on some of my rougher days, I may use the F word. And about 3 months ago, I was like, you know what? That doesn't even fit with what I'm trying to create.
Just replace it, the new F word.
Ah, no doubt, right? Exactly.
I have a lot of F words too, Rochelle.
That's
fierce, right? Family first.
Exactly.
And fun. Foundation. That was a new one. You brought that foundation, another F word.
Right. I do think, and I know, Lauren, you're really good at this too, is that, you know, between the foundation, we also need clarity on what are we being called to do. And if it's super, 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 super hard, it's probably not your call. It's really, it's not that we're not studying and that we're not working hard and that we're, you know, choosing to learn. But the truth is, it's a blast. It's super fun, super fun.
When you're in your lane and on your journey and in your right path from God.
And when you start wandering, then you have to think about, why am I wandering? Because it's getting to be a lot of resistance again. And you come back in. And the other thing, and people like Lauren, you know, it's like having someone be an accountability person, because we need people we know, like, and trust.
Right.
That, you know, I know that you have my heart in your hand. I have to know that, because then I can be fierce and outrageous in all my goals. And I know that you will hold me accountable. It doesn't offend me, because then you're giving me feedback in love, because there's a difference. What? Feedback. Okay. Exactly. I'm going to get all new F words, because the one I've gotten way better though. It's only was 1 week, but it was a rough week. And I told my husband, I'm like, where in the world? He goes, I couldn't. That wasn't you. And he was like looking at me like, you don't say that. And I was like, well, kind of express something. And I'm like, that's not the best way to express me.
I understand. We're human.
I had to take a step back on my own life to think, wow, I was really allowing things to disturb me. And I'm like, that's not was not creating peace within me. And also, when I was first doing the foundation, I went into a school, because I'm working with a school here. I was reading my first book, Shelley and the Circle of Light is the first book. And I was reading it to them. And let's see. Okay, now listen and silent have the same letters in it. And of course, what did I do as soon as I got in the car? I wrote them down and crossed them out. I was like, do they really? And it was profound to me, though. And this has been like 12 years ago.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, listen and silent have the same letters.
You have to be. There's Diana.
Hey, yay!
We love our Diane.
But the thing that it is that I find when I need to hear that little voice within or God, I need to be quiet.
That's right.
And so when I'm being disturbed, that's when I know that I'm not maybe spending enough quiet time. I study a lot and I read a lot, listen to a lot of positive music, a lot, but it's the silence. And I've done all kinds of different kinds of meditation, but the truth is, the deeper we go in the work, Lauren, we have to go deeper within us, which is the quiet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. I just wrote that down. Listen and silent have the same letters. That's insane.
Yeah, but that was profound to me. And here I'm walking through the school, and I stop, and I'm like, wow. But sometimes we get our messages in all kinds of places.
That's right.
So we don't want to miss our messages. And if we're running through life and we're having drama or trauma every day, we're missing the miracles. And so in those moments, we want to make sure that we're really, yesterday there was a double rainbow, and I just stopped and I was in awe. And how magical is that? But we want our kids to really, and again, going back to what you do, Lauren, is if we don't feel good, we can't have really magical moments because it's distraction. And as we age, you have to learn to manage things. I mean, whether it's your back pain or the sore from workout versus I hurt my back, and being aware of that, right? But as we become expanded in this journey, I think that our consciousness is just growing and growing. And so you and I can hold the same intention. Like when you said you went to the conference and you had your intention in order to get sponsors and vendors.
Yes.
But I can hold that intention for you. I can hold that intention. So we have to remember to ask.
Yes.
We're not always great people to ask. And ask, or if you need me to help you think, it may be something totally out, but God can give me a message. When I do body work on people, I'm always getting messages from God. And they're always like, sometimes I don't even know what they mean, but I can give it to you and you'll say, oh, I've been waiting for that answer. Because it's not my information to have.
That's right. You're the messenger.
I'm the messenger. Yeah, but let's all know that we're all messengers. So don't ever miss that. And it doesn't make us great, right? Because God created us all the same. We just have different talents and gifts. And I'm only strong, just like the bug head. Just like the bug head, is that you come together in a place where we each discover our own uniqueness. But I'm only good when I get in synergy with my brothers and sisters to bring good to the world. It's always about the higher purpose. No matter what the job is, it's all necessary. In fact, I'm a nurse, and last year, and I'm grateful for all the healthcare workers. I'm grateful, but I feel like that was a call for me. That was a call. And so other people had calls too. So truthfully, we're all heroes within our own space. But I need to honor you for what you do. And we need to honor each other to really realize there's no one greater than nobody. In fact, some of the best lessons are when you just talk to the street worker or just some of the strangest places.
Oh, absolutely.
And so just be present. And it doesn't, and as soon as you get grouchy, by the way, and as soon as you get negative, it's almost like everything goes silent. So to be conscious of every day, it's a new day, new beginning. And at nighttime, I have a habit of reviewing my day to say, what is it that I could have done better? How could have I shown up differently? And sometimes I have to realize is I need sleep. Because it's like, that's one of the things as entrepreneurs.
Sleep is good.
Push.
Yes.
But some of that retreat and just really just be with each other, not in expectation, but just be with each other. I mean, it's just so incredible. And one of the things I've loved about having lunch with you is I just loved your vibration. Just feeling what you put off.
Oh, that's right. You sat down next to me in the Platinum Luncheon. And it wasn't random. Yeah, it wasn't random. I mean, it was spontaneous.
It was like when I felt you, it was like we have to be aware of all that's in our surroundings, because it's feeding into your soul and your mind without your awareness. So there's so much that's going into our subconscious mind, but that's why it's so important that we guard it. We have to guard our mind. And thank God for the Bug Hub and for the people that have showed up. But just like this, knowing that you're in alignment. I was working with Kim Yancey. I am working with Kim Yancey. And it wasn't his vision. It's not his call. So I said how it was going to look. And he's like, oh, that could be expensive. Oh, that, you know what I mean? And he was trying to protect me in the pocketbook. But the truth is, within a month, I had 6 people on my team. I negotiated everyone. You know, everyone's on a payment plan. I said, when I left my first and walked out with nothing, you found out that QVC has 4 easy payments. I'm like, everything I do, I'm going to have 4 easy payments. Anyone can do 4 easy payments. So it's like, I'm all about like trying to figure out how do you make it work for everyone.
Get it done. That's right.
Just get it done. And that's what I said. But it's like when you put it out for the universe, I was very clear with my why, very clear that's my call. It's almost getting the blessing to talk to you and your tribe. It's like you just never know who the person is that needs to hear this. That says, right. You know what? It's like a new age, this kind of age, Mr. Rogers, because it's teaching kids core values. It's teaching kids, you know, their gifts, their superpowers, but it's more than that, because we don't allow bullying, we don't allow discrimination, we empower I loved it too, because I work in an inner city group here that's strongly African American, and somebody that wasn't African American was judging the books, and they're like, why don't you have African American? I said, we have all kinds of colors, because they're bugs. We have green bugs, or black bugs, or brown bugs. We have, you know, it's like, have you read the books?
My goodness. Well, you know what? I believe we have a clip that I'd love to share with our audience of Bug Hub TV. Right? I think I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it.
Bug Hub, harness your power. Bug Hub, you're a blossoming flower. It's a place to make new friends. It's a place where the fun never ends. Bug Hub, you're a shooting star. Bug Hub, discover who you are.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you.
We love Shelley.
Thank you.
I wish I had that when I was young. Because I went through what you were just saying. It's all in my book: bullying, discrimination, being judged for being different. All of this stuff I've had to endure without any cartoons, if you will, or any role models to show me that we don't have to live like that. So this is so empowering. Yeah, it's so great.
It's necessary. It's time. It's time. But if we don't do it, who will? You know, it's time for us to work together for the higher good. Yeah, absolutely.
So awesome. Really exciting.
Thank you.
Do we have one more clip of one of your shows? I think we do.
Come on. Where are you going? Bug Hub. What's Bug Hub? It's a place filled with bugs and magic. What? Come on. Okay.
Hello, Shelley. I'm your guiding light. My name is Starwood.
just precious.
Thank you.
So
Thank you
precious. I
so
love the
much.
characters and the names and the little laugh at the end, the giggles. How cute is that? Did you find little kids to do that, or how did you do that?
We actually had that one that was recorded in a studio.
Nice.
So, and now what we're doing because of some of the agents in Hollywood are asking for Starwind to be animated, so we're animating her now. But I'm so grateful that I get to complete a whole episode being Starwind, because as we write the next episodes and things, I realized that I have that higher power within. So it was a very much of an awakening for me. Like I said, Shelly, the little lightning bug, was me when I'm 5. And when I get insecure and I'm scared, I become 5. And all the fears that we have when we're little and the judgment or whatever, and feeling less than, not valued. I do believe that I worked really hard for people to love me because I believe that pain equaled love. And so it's like it took a lot to learn that I'm lovable and that, and I am enough. Thank you.
Yes.
And so now to watch Starwind be animated, it's awesome because now I get to sit back and be her voice. And so that's kind of fun. But to watch the production and watch little kids watch it beyond, it's priceless. You can't say. But I would love everyone's prayers and thoughts. And if you're watching, to be aware that we are looking for sponsorship or to sell it. And so we're in the midst of that right now. And what I really want to do is then spread the message, because it's we have to work together to change the world. I need to be the change I want in this world. I know that I'm being called to be love. I need to hold presence so that you can know your greatness. I need to reflect my light so you can see your light. And that's what my call is. It's what I was wired to do. My mom said when I was 6 months old in the shopping cart, I'd go, hi, 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 and try to get everyone's attention. Because it's like you just want people to know they're seen. Because so many people feel invisible,
Yes. Yeah, this is a big deal. Big deal. Well, look at the story I shared in the opening of the show about The Chosen just got funded 25 million. So
right.
You never know who's watching.
You never know who's watching.
Right. And you're
by
on.
the way, I wrote that down because I was like, first of all, I can never outgive God. It doesn't matter how much I give. I get to be your guest. That's priceless. I have the opportunity to do what I'm called to do. And I could have been in that grave by my own mind. Because if I would have believed it, I could have stayed. It would have been the worst decision of my life for me and my children. And now I have 2 kids that are doctors that are huge being of lights. And so it's just, I would encourage everyone to take back a step and look at their life, because you're creating it. So if it's not working for you, in order for things to change, I must change.
Absolutely. Yes.
And know that people like us are out here to help you, to see you, to look at your life. And maybe it's just a little correction.
That's right.
It's just a little correction. And remember, the me to we is the most important, because we do not do it alone. We are in one spirit, one God, one world. And there is enough. Scarcity is a man-made idea. So there's no reason to be poor in anything. In fact, when I went to South Africa, I did a video on that. And everyone talked about, it's going to be poor and tragic. And the truth is, oh my goodness, I came back to a really big house because my last love had lots of money. So we lived in a big thing. But in South Africa, there were mud floors, and they were just, but everyone had a job. One lady's job was to cut out the patterns from old papers. She was in charge of making the clothes. And each person, one little boy that was like 3 was carrying 2 5-pound buckets to walk like a mile and a half to go get clean water. And I was like, he's walking by himself. And the lady goes, oh my gosh, he has a lot more like courage and bravery than you could ever dream. You have to understand this is his home. So I just watched it. But I went into the home, and the group I was with, we were like volunteering. because it's like I've never been back again because I would rather spend $5,000 to help the people than for me to go visit the people. And I'm thrilled I went once, but when I went into their environment and sat on their beds that were not really beds because the parents were always had them, and then there were 10 other kids.
Wait, Rochelle, your audio's kind of wonky.
It's going? Is it going? Is it bad? Is that better?
That's better.
Is that better? Okay.
I
Okay.
don't want to
Thank
miss
you.
what you're saying. I don't want to miss a
I know.
word.
So in South Africa though, that people lived in the huts and they had like one, like the parents would have like a bed that was made out of like just like wire things. It wasn't like a mattress or anything. And then 10 kids were all in, it'd be one room. I mean, they had like maybe one little area. But the truth was, when I came, oh my gosh,
Right?
they were
Grateful.
they were resource poor, but their spirit was beyond measure.
Isn't that
It was
awesome?
beyond measure. So when you look at our lives, you have to think about, are you living the life you dream? Are you living the life you want? Because if you're not, back it up. And I can tell you, just in taking the step forward of saying, I want to create something bigger, people like you show up. Other people show up. I have some new girlfriends that are brilliant. But if I hadn't had the courage to live into it, you know, this is like what it is. And that is like, there's no floor, there's no, you know, it's just super simple. And those actually are looking pretty nice.
Doesn't look too bad.
It weren't too bad compared to what was there. And I just can tell you, I was the happiest with the people. Because I mean, there were a lot of cool things, but the people were so rich in spirit. And then to come home into this big house that wasn't filled with love and positivity, we have to be so grateful that we have what we have. And I can tell you, I am so grateful for my health. I've been praying for lots of our sisters, you know, that are struggling. And I have to ask God, why do I live from some things and other people aren't? But I have to think it's because he's not finished with us. And
That's
so
exactly right.
as long as we live our breath, we'll give glory and really lift people up. And that will be my last breath. And to say that, you know what? Yes, that's way more like it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because that's what it was. And it's like, you know, each one, it was just put together and falling apart. And it was just awful.
But love inside, and that's all that matters.
That's why that was the awareness, right? The awareness was, and not only just the love inside, the community, because it took a village to keep people alive, because they didn't have money, but they had different people that had different jobs, and they did their jobs happily. I mean, they were just happy to do their jobs. Nobody was like just griping, like what you hear. And it's like, yeah, we're in a time right now, but you know, in my day, when I was in nursing, we had the AIDS epidemic. And that was even in some ways worse because there was so much shame and people didn't have their families. So it's just an interesting cycle in the world. But let's just be loving. Let's have compassion. Let's honor and cherish, because we're here to bring love. And that's what my list that I had for God, that I was going to get in that line and tell him what I think. What I realize now is the truth is, let's just be love. Love is always going to solve.
Love. God is love.
God is love. And so, you know what? I think I had lots of opportunities to learn that. And so now it's like, let's just do our very best every day. And some days we're going to do better. And then start again tomorrow and be love. And that's what I have to say. I wrote a children's song when I was in South Africa. It's super short. I got a song in my heart. I must keep singing love in my life. I must keep love and light in my world. I must keep shining. Sing, love, shine. Sing, love, shine. And we had all the kids do it like in a round. So it was super fun. That was super fun. But that's what it is, right? It's what's in your heart. Because if you have hate, disdain, jealousy, despair in your heart, and it gets squeezed, that's what comes out. Because it's super nice to be easy to be nice to you when we're all happy. It's when we're mad, sad, and angry when we squeeze. So keep love, light, and song in your heart So when it gets squeezed, because it will get squeezed,
Mhm.
that's what comes out. But at this point in this world, we need so much more love, so much more understanding, so much more compassion. It's going to take us all, but it
Yeah.
has to begin with me. And it's like we have got to teach our kids they're enough. They don't need drugs. They don't need gangs. They
Yeah.
don't need guns. We have to teach the kids. We have to give them their basics. And then we have to help them to expand their light. Because it's like if we don't do it now, when is it going to be? It has to start with you and me. It has to. It's like,
Yes.
where is the love? Where is the love? We have to start with it every day with us. And we have to keep ourselves tuned up, because if we don't stay tuned up, it's not going to happen.
That's right. Oh, thank you for your vulnerability, sweetie. And just the message is so powerful and so strong. And if you're on the replays, please comment with us. Reach out to Rochelle. We have her information. Rally, if you want to put up her website, there you go. If you want to sponsor her show, if you believe in the Bug Hub, please let her know. It's a big message. She wants to change the world for the children, which is just so important, especially now. So let her know that you love the Bug Hub. Go there, make comments, let us know that you like the show. And if you want to just talk to Rochelle, you can go to her website. There you go, RochelleForrest.com. It's RochelleForrest.com, RochelleForrest.com. Reach out to her. She's here. She's here to serve. She's a sister from God. My new sister. I'm calling you, girlfriend. We're going to collaborate some
I'm
more.
here for you, and I will lift you up, because I can speak life right into you. And God is good always.
God is
But
good.
sometimes we have to just remember.
Absolutely.
And you know what? It's remembering to Him. And we sometimes we separate, and we have to remember to each other, because we're brothers and sisters in Christ. And we always have to remember to the high, because that's who we are. We are all children, but we're all here to help each other. And thank you, my goodness, thank you for allowing me to share my heart, the love. And I pray that somebody hears this message and really wants more, because we have to start with the desire. Desire means of the Father, of the Father.
Hannah loves your song.
Oh, awesome! Yay! Thank you.
Yes, share it with your kids.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Love you, Lauren.
World. Thanks, Diana. Yes, you guys.
Thank you.
Comments, yes, anything you know, please share this show. It's on YouTube. Like I said, I just came back from this huge YouTube event, and I'm building my own YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. It'll help me get the message out for people like Rochelle that are sharing just a global, powerful message that she believes so passionately, obviously, in. And, you know, let's support her. Let's help her get her message out. Share with everybody you know, people with children, people in Africa, wherever. Let's just get it out there, because she's on a passion project, and she's creating a movement. And this is, you know, we have to stand by and help her with some of these things. So I want to thank Rochelle for being on the show. Thank you for what you do with our Bug Hub. You're changing the world, girlfriend. I believe in you. God's got your back. I have your back. Everybody listening, I'm sure fall in love with you, because God is love. So I'm going to end the show with that. I got a couple housekeeping things to do.
Okay. Thank you.
I appreciate everybody's time, and let's stay in contact, girlfriend. I'll see you at conference.
Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.
Awesome. So if you guys would like to be a guest like Rochelle was on the Power Hour, where you can see it's a platform to get your message out. We share from the heart. We're very transparent. Just go to the powerhourtv.com. That's powerhourtv.com/guest. We've got an application there. My team will review it, and we will get you on the schedule if it is a fit. I'd love to highlight you and your message and get some more viewers. If you love the show, please let people know we are building this thing. You know, I put my whole heart and soul into this. I'm just honoring my friends and uplifting other women to share their message. Although I did have Justin from American Idol. He was my only male so far. But yes, thanks, Hannah. Yes, she is very powerful message. Yes, power of faith, power of love. Yes, Diana, good tagline. So we're just really excited for what's happening here, and if you'd love to support us, we're on all the streaming on Apple Podcasts, iHeart, Google, Pandora, Spotify, to name a few. We're everywhere. Love that. We're also on Amazon Music, the Audible now. My episodes are all up there. My production team is doing an amazing job. I want to thank them right now because this is a lot of work getting this out. So I would love if you guys would share it, make some comments. Just to let people know, Facebook and Instagram are down right now, which is crazy. So we're in October, the first week in October, just because I know this will be forever. But that rarely ever happens. But we know what? The show must go on. We went live. We went on YouTube. Yeah, that was, let's see, we can put that back on the screen. If you guys want to get back in shape, you guys, from COVID, stuff that's been happening, you can't get to the gym. We are launching the home workout, the Powers Home Workout, where I go through and show you different exercises. I show you the form, how many, and just break it down. Super easy to follow. It's a membership. It's going to be very affordable. And so watch for that. If you'd like the calendar, sign up for that. Let's see, where is it? The Power Hour. There we go. The Faith and Fitness, the 15-day powerful guide. It is free, you guys. Just go to powerhourtv.com/power workout calendar, just like it's spelled. powerhourtv.com/power workout calendar. That's to keep you accountable and on track. And if you know what, if you guys just want to dive deeper, jump on a call with me. Let's get to the bottom of this. Your health is your wealth. Rochelle is a nurse. She's helped a lot of people. I'm just recovering from COVID myself, and I realized without my health, none of this stuff matters. So we really want to take care of ourselves, put ourselves first. We're worth it. You deserve to be healthy, and everything in your life is going to level up, I promise. You're looking how to brand yourself as a celebrity. I'm your girl. Jump on a call with me. I've got this whole thing, new launching of a package going on with that. But right now, I'd love to give you a $500 value just for being on my call. You can scan that with your phone. And at this time, I'd like to thank my sponsors. This is Savvy.com. I'm actually wearing a shirt, Be You, from Savvy. Super soft, you guys. This stuff is, I just love the line. Savvy.com/Lauren Fierce Females. And it's super cute clothes, athletic. And also healthy chocolates, you guys, for that sweet tooth. You can eat chocolate and get skinny. Imagine that. They've got CBD, burn the fat, probiotics. Amazing line. Go to Live Kaya with a K, livekaya.com/Lauren Powers. Get all the information on that. I would love to support you in this line. Remember, I only endorse things that I use and believe in, and that I get results. And with my egg whites, I drink these, you guys, every morning. I'm going to do a whole nother separate video on how I do it because they're yummy. It's like a milkshake. I promise it's not slimy. Egg whites. Eggwhites.com International. What else do I got there? And yes, my DNA product, of course. This is the hottest thing going. I've been on it for over a year. Euphoria Science. We take the guesswork and blind nutrition for your nutrition. We do it based on your DNA. We swab your cheeks. We get a 40-page report. We get to see what genes you have or don't have from your parents, and we supplement that just for you. It's custom. I call it the red carpet of supplements. You guys, I have a whole pantry full of supplements. Now I only have to take one. It's a big deal based on my DNA. So that was it. EuphoriaScience.com/Lauren Powers for that. Yes, get your body and your business in shape with Lauren Powers. Yes, thanks, Diana. Yes, absolutely. And your mind, right? We do mental and physical fitness all combined. Yes, Hannah. Yes, you want to get the power workout. Yes, we will talk. Jump on a call with me, Hannah. Just scan the Fierce Assessment. It's on my website too, laurenpowers.com. It's the how to get on my calendar. Just click the link and it goes right there. And I'd be happy to talk to you and take care of that. And what else? It is the top of the hour, you guys. Yeah, there's my wakeboarding. You guys, it's so important to have balance and have some fun. If we have the video of the dolphins, I'd love to end on that as we close the power hour. I don't know if it uploaded or not. It was such a cool video. But I just really love balance between health, mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual fitness. It's all related, you guys. Love to elevate and make you be strong, be fierce, and be you, right? All right. I love you guys. Thank you. We will talk soon. Come back next week. And please comment and share and subscribe to my YouTube. I'd love that. Yes, the dolphins. I know. Thanks, Diana. They were so epic. I'll have to take you out there. Super fun. All right, you guys. The Power Hour is done. Your faith and fitness host, Miss Lauren Powers. I am.